my video. So we are going to be making a video about personality disorders. So yeah, let's get on to it. So first things first, um, you know, schizoid. Okay. So we're gonna basically before I start the video, so basically we're gonna do a 1v1 with all of these personality disorders and see who wins. So schizoids like to be alone. They like to they respond they don't respond to criticism or phase. I mean they do or they don't. Just depends. Like to be a loner, likes to be themselves. And the reason why they do that is because well not do that, well because they like to be alone because that's just a desirable part of the disorder. But basically if they were aggressive, basically they would be more in tune with how they see other people. But if they come across, let's say, for example, a psychopath, okay, they would lack fear, they would be confident, they would have superficial charm, they would manipulate, they would lack remorse. So, out of all these, so who would win? So basically, I don't think, huh? Well, let's not do a 1v1, let's not do a VVO3, let's not do a 1v1. Let's just go through, let's just deep dive into what what they do or not do. Let's just deep dive into um, into these personality disorders first. So the reason why schizoids like to be alone is because they like to recuperate with them by themselves. They like to be by themselves and they like to be left alone. So if you ever see somebody with this, that you know, I have some traits too, but I don't. You know, if you see someone like this, you know, you would run away if I was you. So, but a psychopath, you know, they lack fear, so they would probably win. But here's the one other one, narcissism. You know, they have high self-esteem, doesn't respond well to criticism, body dysmorphia. Yeah, no, most narcissists have body dysmorphia or whatever, but most schizoids have OCD or they have anxiety, depression. But most schizoids have a lot of anxiety. No. Most schizoids have a lot of depression because they like to be alone and so they like to be by themselves. But you know, that's something to think about. You know, so who would win? Definitely the psychopath overall. But I'm gonna be making more of these videos. I'll probably make this the same video as this, but I'm gonna probably mix it up a little bit. But the psychopath would win because they are they just would. Okay, I know that for a fact. Okay, so you know, yeah. So I'll see you guys later.